Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. The return of Queen Naomi into the life of the Ooni of Ife has triggered a wave of panic and spiritual unrest, especially among those who have actively tried to block her restoration. Everybody is, very unhappy. They are uncertain. They don't know what is likely to happen in the next few minutes, because right now, for the last couple of months, Kabiyesi has been so focused on getting his wife back. He said that his focus is to get his wife back to himself. Yes. That every day, as every day passes, he realizes that he loves Olori Naomi so much. Naomi happens to be that one woman that Kabiyesi cannot do without. He could have been married to 100 women, but nobody will be like Olori Naomi to him. Naomi means a lot to him. And a lot of people are speculating that maybe it's because he married the girl a virgin. That could be it. I don't know. Or maybe it's because the girl gave him his first child at the time where he needed that boy most. That could be also it. I don't know. Or maybe it's just genuine, pure love. Well, that could also be it. Or maybe all of it put together. And so, Kabiyesi is saying that he cannot, if there is one woman that he cannot do without, is Olori Naomi, even if he gets married to 100 women. That man has never ever been a polygamist. Yes, it's true that a lot of people know him as somebody who likes women, but men like women. Yes, men like women. Nobody's making excuses for him. Men like women. But he has never been a polygamist. And the reason why he became a polygamist is because he became a king. That is why I continue to tell you that you see this man also now in Ibadan. Remember, he came from Canada with his amazing wife. They have an amazing family and all of that. But you see that position that he took. The wife even was one of the persons who say, okay, go ahead. They have invited you. Go ahead and take that position. You will see that in the next few years now, he will marry more wives because they will force it on him. So the truth is that Naomi has come to that understanding. Kabiyesi and Olori Naomi, they have an understanding. They know what is going on, but the heart remains for Olori Naomi. Now that everybody is beginning to see that, Naomi is just the way forward. You want to be in peace in that palace, you have to be in peace with Olori Naomi. Look at the likes of Dr. Elizabeth and the likes of Oletik and the likes of Blo Blo right now. Are you guys hearing? Well, at least from what the information I'm getting, they say those ones are, in support of Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. And because they are having their peace right now with the Ooni. Others who have decided to continue to fight and fight and fight are the ones who are not having their peace. Now, they say that Igbi decided to run to Reverend Esther Ajayi. Yes, so that's what we are hearing. Knowing that her action in the past against Olori Naomi are well documented. This time, however, the panic wasn't silent. It took a dramatic turn when Igbi stormed the Lagos-based church of Reverend Esther Ajayi, begging to be reconciled with Olori Naomi. Now, Reverend Esther Ajayi has got an amazing relationship with the royal family. And not just Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. She has a relationship with all the Oloris. Because, see, the truth is that people revered Ooni of Ife. And if you have that kind of respect for Ooni of Ife, you cannot be against any of his wives, because traditionally or spiritually they are tied together. Now, if you're a sensible person, you don't want to show animosity towards any of his wives. You want to be in good relationship with them. And that is how she is. She is a woman of God. And so they always go to her for prayers and all of that. The kind of relationship, she may have a deeper, sense of, what do you call? She may have this deeper sense of, love for Olori Naomi, but she also has a relationship with all of those women. So now, knowing that Reverend Esther has a relationship with Olori Naomi, they say Igbi ran there begging for reconciliation. They said the visit, was quiet. Eyewitnesses in the church say Igbi arrived with urgency, her face swollen with tears and desperation. She entered the premises during a prayer meeting yesterday, interrupting the section and falling on her knees, shouting for spiritual mercy. She reportedly begged Rev Esther Ajayi to help her reconnect with Queen Naomi to intercede on her behalf before it's too late. I have repented, she said. I want Queen Naomi to forgive me. I want Kabiyesi to be happy again. Now, why is this happening? It is happening because they see that they tried everything, it didn't work. And now for you to even remain in that palace, if Kabiyesi is not even going to remove that immunity, you have to be in a good place with Olori Naomi. They said Reverend Esther Ajayi did not really give her that kind of, welcoming like that too. They said, she said, you are mean, your head is bad. Can you tell me why you hate Naomi so much? What did she do to you? That was what the woman said. They say the people who were there, they went silent. No one had ever confronted Igbi so directly in public, but Reverend Esther wasn't done. Are you God? She continued, how many times do you want to be reconciled? Have I not reconciled all of you with her before? What did you do after that reconciliation? They said the rebuke was harsh, but truthful. Reverend Esther was referring to an earlier reconciliation meeting she had hosted between Queen Naomi and some of the palace wives, where Queen Naomi agreed out of spiritual humility and peacekeeping spirit to forgive them and turn a new chapter. But soon after that, the same people went behind her back, fabricating dangerous accusations, even trying to rob her into criminal setup using the Ibadan stampede. Reverend Esther reminded Igbi of of that betrayal. You wanted to disgrace her, ruin her life, use the Ibadan stampede lies to frame her for what she never knew anything about, she said. And now you want to come back again. Count me out. I will not be used anymore. They say Reverend did not stop there. She referred to the words of the Ooni of Ife. Kabiyesi has said it clearly. Reverend Esther declared, you people should stay on your own in your palace and let her stay on her own. Queen Naomi deserves peace of mind. Leave her alone. By this point, Igbi was weeping uncontrollably, but Reverend Esther told her to get out and return to her, conscience. She warned her not to use God's name for manipulation or try to twist spiritual leaders to cover up evil. You did not offend, you did not offend her once, she said. It is a pattern. You hurt her, beg her, then hurt her again. That is not repentance, that is wickedness wrapped in crocodile tears. They said that was what Reverend Esther said to her. They said the members who were there visibly shaken, some whispered prayers, others simply watched in awe. It was a dramatic moment of truth and accountability. And what made it even more impactful was the weight of Reverend's word, because she is not just a public figure, but a trusted spiritual voice, even in the royal cycle. This public confrontation confirms what many have suspected for weeks, that Queen Naomi's return is divinely orchestrated and no longer open for negotiation, manipulation, or palace gain. It also exposes the desperation of those who have lost spiritual access and are now scrambling to reconnect through any means possible. They said Igbi broke down, and it breaks down at the church was not just emotional, it was a manifestation of spiritual consequences, catching up with someone who had, sworn division, hatred, and sabotage within the palace system. Queen Naomi's spiritual covering has become a blazing fire no one dares to touch. This is what we are hearing that has gone on in the palace. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.